Welcome back to another episode of Under the Influence, the most influential podcast in the world.
We are back.
Two special, the world.
Two,
worldwide,
not one.
baby. Two guests today. Very special guests. We got Harry and we got Marco.
What's up, guys?
And I'm not gonna lie, I was trying to think of last names. I couldn't think of it. Did you hear that?
Yeah, you're like Harry and Marco. Yeah.
What's your last name?
Liggett. It's really hard to pronounce those.
Harry Liggett and
I
Marco.
always thought it was like legit.
Yeah, some people.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bro, I used to thought
it
it
would
was
have been way
legit.
cooler because
I thought it was legit too.
Harry legit.
No,
Or
it's
Harry
not.
Liggett.
It's not that cool.
That would have been Harry Liggett.
And then Marco.
Last name?
You can just call me
Spasiano.
Marco.
S, I think it's S.
Yeah, my last name is always said wrong.
What is it?
It's Spasiano, but
Spasiano.
yeah, but people are always like Spasiano or Spasano or
Spasiano,
whatever.
lo Italiano.
Bro,
Yeah.
yeah, I
Full
guess.
Italian, huh?
How do you pronounce your last names?
Alvarez.
Miranda.
Yeah.
Super simple.
Damn.
Oh, I mean
If
my
only.
yeah.
Yeah, if only, bro.
Okay, wow, what's your-
Because I have three. Well, I have a middle name and two last names.
Whoa.
What's your last name?
So-
I've known this guy my whole life. What's your
My whole
The
Christian?
whole
Oh,
name.
Algorithm. What is it?
wait. I want you to try. What from
No,
memory? What do you
it's
think
like
it is?
Christian.
What's my middle name?
No fucking idea. It's A something.
Damn.
Yeah.
I was literally just told that y'all
No,
grew up
fuck
together.
this guy. You know what the funny thing is? I texted him earlier today, just randomly, like, yo, love you, baby. Doesn't respond to me.
Oh.
Right? And I
Oh,
called.
he's turning the tables on you
No,
right now.
because
Yeah.
12
He's turning
minutes
the tables
later.
on you.
Well, I didn't realize this, but because when I came back to the phone, Lee said, "Love you, baby," and then right after it said, "Yo, do you mind doing this for me real quick?" No.
I
He was
know.
buttering you up, bro.
No, I texted him generally because I was feeling appreciative.
Uh-huh,
Because shout out Harry for getting me into Adderall. But
We talked about this yesterday.
I don't know. It makes me feel good. I was so
Yeah.
appreciative. So I was texting everyone that was close to me saying, "Yo, love you, love you, love you." You
Yeah.
happen to be one of them. I retract that and I take that text back. Because
Unsend.
never responded to me. Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
still have it. It's still.
But I sent it to him because I meant it, right? And then I realized I needed a favor.
Instantly after.
The favor, it couldn't wait until later on, so I needed it. So it
Yeah.
just looked like that.
I've
did
had
you-
that same situation happen.
But anyways, all right, back to this special guest. Oh, we also got the real Hella Mark Harley
the
in the
real
corner.
hella Mark Harley.
Oh, there's no GoPro on you, god damn
Uh-huh.
it.
I'm just gonna
Fuck.
yell loud so you can hear me.
Oh, here's no mic. And I just want to point out that you have a lookalike over here. Sitting here.
Hell yeah.
Right?
That's my brother.
Is he actually? No, he might be. No, when he posts, when someone tagged him on a story and you posted
No,
him,
yeah.
you look just like him. It was crazy.
Bro, yeah,
Because you had your hair
I
dyed.
painted my hair gray for Jesse James West's video, and he had me in like all old man makeup and stuff. And when I took it off, like
Wait.
I looked young again, but my hair was still gray, and it was down.
Yeah, I was gonna say like you were fucking up by the old man, but then you said when I took it off, I look young.
I
yeah,
looked
yeah.
like I took off the makeup, and I looked
good
young
save.
again.
Good save.
But all right, but let's get into it. So like I
Yeah.
said a little bit, it's Harry. He's obviously a manager, kind of in a way.
Yeah, just like kind of recently. So
So yeah, tell everyone what you do right now, who you are, a little bit of background.
yeah, for sure. So what I do right now, as of very recently, I am the athlete manager for Alphalete Athletics in Houston, out of Houston, Texas, and I just most recently started getting into athlete management on the side.
Individual
Yeah,
athletes.
so individual athletes working on getting brand deals and stuff. That is very, very new. Like I said, we met with your manager recently and got a ton of great information, and so now I have a little bit of direction on where to go. So that's like where I'm at right currently.
Are you able to work with athletes that aren't signed to Athlete?
For management purposes?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I want to make sure I get my my resume a little bit, because I'm just like I said, I'm just getting into it. So once I start like securing deals and once I start like getting reputation, that's when I'll probably reach out to other people and get more involved in that. But it's sort of new to me.
Yeah, I'm like his little guinea pig.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
yeah.
in the right?
Yeah.
I was
Nah,
gonna
he's
say, it, but I'm
killing
like,
it,
I don't
bro.
know if he wants to. No, he's doing.
He's killing it.
Harry's a workhorse.
Bro, literally,
Thank you, guys.
Harry was like, bro, like I'm gonna start getting your brand deals. I was like, are you sure, man? Like, I don't really know if I want to work with certain companies. And he was like, nah, dude, like I'll make sure they're companies that you actually like.
Yeah.
And then you were telling me about like your experience with brand deals and stuff.
You have to get.
And he was like, Harry was like, bro, I'm gonna take care of it for you. 2 days later, he's like, yo, this person got back to me. Yo, Current got back to me. Like, yo, like, oh, whatever.
Amazing.
It's
And I
all
was like,
about
holy
just
shit.
DMing, messaging.
Yeah.
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 As many people as fucking possible.
Yeah, and it's just about like just being personable and being able to talk to people and
Yeah.
having best interest in mind.
I feel like
when
you're really good at that.
Thank you. I really
Yeah.
appreciate
Yeah.
that. Yeah. I basically have the best interest in mind for Marco, and I'm working with a couple other people right now, but I won't mention it, but because Marco's here right now.
Yeah.
But I would do this for free. Like
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
these are my friends, and I want to take
Yeah.
care of them. I want to see them succeed. So like I don't mind like reaching out to people, negotiating contracts, and then
Yeah.
just
For everyone
Taking care
that
of them.
doesn't know Harry, like we just met. We really just started getting close like a couple weeks ago.
yeah.
We literally
actually, a couple weeks
because we
ago.
met months ago.
Yeah.
They came out here to LA.
Mhm.
And then we connect a little bit, talk a little bit, but then me and Chris went to Houston.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, who can we hit up over there? You hit him up. He's like, oh yeah, just come stay with us. Stay with him for the weekend. Got close. Now they're out here, you know, doing things out here. But I've only been close to for like a couple weeks, and this is honestly one of the most genuine guys.
No, yeah, he's a great dude
that I've ever met. And just so like, you're just so kind-hearted, and you want everyone around you to win. Like you're all about the circle, and you know you give first, and then you do without receiving. What you do without expecting anything,
100%.
which I think is so important in just life, to do stuff without
100%.
expecting anything in return.
Yeah.
Because the moment you do that, the moments when you fuck up relationships, and then you fuck up like yourself, because like you're expecting something doesn't happen. You're like, oh god damn it, what do I do?
Yeah, I think people can sense that really easily. Like when you do something and you're sort of expecting something in return, people know when it's not really genuine. And so like I said, like we've only known each other for not too long, but I can tell that our interactions have all been like that. They've all been genuine. Every favor we've done for each other, it's not like I don't expect anything in return, but you know you're gonna get it back.
No, for sure. 100%.
So it's I don't know, it's very interesting. But yeah, you guys are the same. Like I got a text from one of I know you're talking to Dorian or Joe, shout out, or my roommates.
Yeah.
One of them saying that you guys need a place to stay, and this was like a few days before y'all came to Houston. And everyone was immediately like, yes bro, like bring them on. Like I don't think we had 2 other people staying at the same house in the same day.
It was perfect.
Like,
and it saved us an Airbnb, so
exactly.
But
absolutely.
All right, let's get a little bit into Marco. This is also Marco is
rephrase that.
Spasiano. Let's get inside of Marco, guys.
Let's get into Marco.
Guys, since Marco's been here, he's been learning a lot about me and how I'm a filthy animal.
Bro, you're like a dirty
Mark
kid.
does. Mark's the same way. I'm a dirty dog.
I thought I was demented.
Yeah.
We're in the gym, and I said something. Somehow feet came up, and he was like, "Do you suck toes?" I was like, "Fuck no." He's like,
I don't even think about that. Isaiah, it's like me and Isaiah agree on stuff.
Yeah.
You eat ass, yeah, I eat ass.
Yeah, thank you. See,
So
he thinks that's crazy.
bro.
He thinks that's crazy.
Eating ass is
You've never done it,
bro. I take shits. Girls take shits. I don't want to stick my tongue in the Dookie dungeon.
I used to think that too.
Yeah.
And what's funny is
until you grow up.
And girls' asshole actually tastes different.
Then a dude's asshole?
Yeah.
You've tried a dude's asshole?
No, but there's
Bro, the way you phrased that was insane.
I've tasted way more girls' asshole.
Yeah. He's a very honest guy.
This is
No, but 100%. If you don't knock it till you try it. You know what I mean?
no,
Honestly,
No.
I agree
I've
with
eaten
that.
ass once in my life.
Okay. And
On
how was
purpose
it?
or by
And I
accident?
just like I just wasn't like ugh.
Because you were just thinking too
It
much.
was no. Yeah, I was thinking about shit. Like it didn't taste bad. Don't get me wrong. It's not that. That's not the problem.
Yeah.
For me, it's just like ugh.
The thought of it.
The thought of that my tongue is like where shit comes out. Like a vagina is a vagina.
Yo, but there's so much juices in a vagina.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
it's
So much
like-
can happen.
Yeah, but that's fine.
there's juice in assholes too.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, okay, yeah,
Okay.
okay.
All right.
Back to the foot thing,
Yeah.
which is just even worse to say.
You
What,
are you
really?
telling me you don't like a girl in some nice,
No.
nice,
Some nice
painted
I hate
pedicure
feet.
toes.
And I hate
In
feet.
heels?
Bro, I played soccer for 10 years.
Yeah, but your feet.
And I'm a
Not
size,
talking about
you
your
don't
I'm
feet.
a
just like your own
size
foot.
13.
A girl's
You're
foot.
just like your own foot.
I'm a
A
size
nice,
13, bro. I got
cute-
big ass.
a nice
fucking
cute
Yeah, but-
foot,
yeah.
pedicured out of the shower. You're not gonna.
Nah, that's not even what happened. No, okay.
You tell me they're right next to your head
no,
right here.
I'll
and
move
you're-
them.
You're looking
I'll
at them,
move
you're
them
gonna
and
be
say
like,
if you do that again, you're getting kicked
Really?
out.
Oh, you're crazy.
So we know.
I don't like feet. Toes,
So we know
toes creep
Marco
me out,
doesn't
they
like
creep me out.
feet. He doesn't like ass.
I've
so
heard that.
No, I like ass. I don't like assholes.
That's the best part. You're missing out. That's a big part you're missing.
You're
Okay,
tripping.
so
we gotta change this up to comic.
okay. Yeah, let's get back-
I want to talk about a foot one more time
Yeah.
because,
God.
like, I've heard that there's like it has to do with the brain, and the part of the brain that is turned on is very close to whatever part of the brain that like identifies feet, and so that's why some
Oh,
people,
really?
yeah,
I don't
like some
know, I
people
like
are
feet.
very pro feet, and some people are like absolutely not
I like feet.
because there's a little bit of
Absolutely
a crossover.
Wait, I didn't know. Wait,
I could be wrong.
So
but
there's
look
something
that up.
in your head?
in your brain, yeah, where the something about
Pretty
the
much,
foot
you were
is-
born deformed.
Yeah. Wait,
And
so
I'm
so it's
normal.
kind of like that thing, you know, people say some people either love or hate basil, is it?
Interesting.
Or,
I love
or
basil.
no, cilantro.
The girl that I used to see hated cilantro. She wasn't
Yeah.
allergic, I think, but like she could not
No,
eat
some
it.
people despise it.
I
Yeah,
don't
because it
get
tastes like
that.
soap apparently to them.
Well, who cares? I'd eat soap.
So it could
The
be.
fuck?
Yeah, my mom used to fucking
That's
shove
what,
soap
that's
down
what I
my
don't
throat.
get,
So
man.
it-
Like, fuck it.
Hey,
Eat the
what?
soap. You get the rest of the tacos.
You never
good.
got punished as a kid?
Not, I didn't get soap
I
in my
didn't
mouth.
get soap
Really?
I
in
got
my
beat
mouth.
with. I hit with like maybe a hanger. Probably
A hanger? That's it?
Yeah.
That feels
I'm a Spanish
that's
mom.
kind of nice, actually.
Bro,
I
my
had,
dad
like,
moved
one
here from
foot hanger.
Italy, bro. My mom would be like, Humberto, Marco's misbehaving.
Yeah. Oh, I
My
saw-
dad comes home and goes, I heard you hit your brother. And I was like, what? He
No.
goes, I heard you beat the shit out of your brother.
And then you got soap down your mouth.
Nah. Whatever I did to my brother did to me. So one
Oh,
time my brother threw keys at my face.
Uh-huh.
So I chucked the keys right back and I smacked him in the face with a pair of keys.
Yeah.
My dad came home, bro, 2 hands, side of the neck, boom, dropped me.
Wait, like
She's like,
karate chopped you?
Yeah, just karate chopped my neck.
He must have learned that from somewhere.
Oh, 100%.
Because no, who's thinking like,
Yeah, the
Bro,
first thing you're gonna do.
that's someone's move to hit
bro,
someone.
yeah, that was my dad's like
That was a
signature
scientific
move.
That, like he planned that shit out. He was
But-
going home like, how do I knock this kid the
That
fuck out?
it was
Googling
either
it.
that or the belt. It was either that or the belt. But for my mom, it was like wooden spoons, high heels.
You get hit with a high heel,
Yeah.
like with the bottom part.
No, yeah. Okay, so number one, I would never hit my mom, but I would
Yeah.
also never hit a woman.
Yeah.
So my mom tried to hit me, grabbed one of her arms. Big mistake. She tried to hit me with her other arm, grabbed both arms. I'm
Yeah.
holding her arms like this. She has no arms left.
Yeah.
She has the
I don't have
legs.
any arms left.
Yeah.
Bro, she kicks me
In
in
the
the
nuts?
shin.
Oh, the
shin. Oh, I thought she-
drops me and then boom, right across the side of the face with a pair of
So
heels.
all right, let's get into that. Marco, what do you do right now? Explain, tell everyone what you do right now. Where
For
you
those of
living?
you
Where you
that don't
from?
know.
Damn. I was telling them earlier, I'm going to put down that fantastic
Yeah.
glass of
Oh yeah, guys, if you don't see me drinking right
Tiger
now.
thick whiskey.
Yeah, if you don't see me drinking right now, it's because I am on prep now. I'm 6.5 weeks out, so gotta stay strong.
Congratulations,
Shout out.
man.
They're lucky though, because
Yeah.
if I wasn't on prep, we'll actually be getting drunk right now. They're really fucked
Bro,
up.
I don't drink often, so that's low key slapping me in the
Okay,
face.
well,
Yeah.
let me know when you want more.
So
That-
let the people know.
It's actually good.
I
Really
hope-
good with
no,
the
it is
Diet
good.
Coke.
It's good.
But all right, yeah. So pretty much what I was telling them is I'm just like an oversized idiot. I kind of just say dumb shit, and
Where are you from?
it just works in my
People-
favor.
Jersey boy.
But yeah, I'm from Jersey, same as you guys.
Jersey.
Yeah. East
Um,
Coast, Rhode Island.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
East
we're all
Coast,
from the East
Northeast.
Coast.
Yeah.
I was actually saying I think that the East Coast in general kind of just produces a lot of content creators because of the like outward personality that comes out of like being from that area.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I want to get into
Like-
right now. So you're a content creator now.
Yeah, so I started on TikTok. I don't really post on TikTok at all anymore. I just get really frustrated with the app.
Trust me, I
There's
know.
a lot of favoritism, a lot of very political
Mhm.
pushing stuff, and just stuff that I don't really agree with when it
Uh-huh.
comes to like what they push versus like what I want to see.
Yeah.
So I get pretty frustrated with the app, so I don't really post on it. But YouTube, I have a lot more freedom with what I want to do, so I do YouTube a lot.
How old are you?
22.
22.
I just turned 22.
College.
I dropped out.
Yeah. So go back to that. So
oh.
you're from Jersey.
Yeah. So I'm from Jersey.
Soccer player growing up.
Yeah, I was supposed to go to college for playing
That's what
soccer.
I'm saying. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Originally, I
What
was
happened
supposed
to
to go. So I broke my back playing soccer. I was 14. The first time I had a stress fracture in my L5 vertebrae. That was just from like overuse. I was running like fucking 10 miles a day, pretty much at soccer practice, 5 days a week, 2 games a week, Saturdays and Sundays, playing multiple like college showcase tournaments.
Mhm.
And it's a lot of wear and tear in your body. So that was like when I was the summer going into freshman year of high school. I got a stress fracture in my L5. It recovered after like 2 months. I was good to go.
how was that mentally?
It
Because
sucked.
you grew up playing soccer, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that was
yeah.
your like passion.
So, bro, I'm not like a school smart kid. I never paid attention in class.
Yeah.
Never really cared to learn
too.
the shit that they were teaching in school. I just always felt like it was forced. I kind of feel like going to school is just preparation for a 9 to 5. Like waking up at
Yeah.
8 a.m. or 7 a.m., going to school at 8, getting off at 4,
Mhm.
That is really
doing
true.
after school clubs. Like I think that it's literally just
Wait, that's actually I never thought of it like
yeah,
that.
I think
So
that
yeah,
it
school is
programs
literally
you.
A
just
Yeah,
9
it's
to 5
the reason why you go
Yeah,
to
that's
school in the
crazy.
first
Getting
place.
paid.
Assembly line actually that was
Yeah.
to make people like work at a station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's crazy. I
Well,
never
that's
thought
why you
about
have
that.
that's why you have different subjects. So like when you're in school, you learn a bit different subjects, but it's like 40 minutes. So you do one task for 40 minutes, 50 minutes, whatever it is. You get 3-4 minute break. You go to the next task.
Yeah.
You
3 to
just
4
don't
minute
get
breaks.
paid
You go to
for
the
it.
next bag,
Damn.
and then you
No, you
figure
have to
out
pay for it.
what you're best
You
at,
pay.
Yeah.
and then you keep doing that one thing. And that's like pretty much how I think about school.
Yo, I'm not joking. Like I never thought
I've
like
never
that. That
thought
just gave me
about it,
goosebumps.
yeah.
'Cause I'm like, yo, that's so fucking true.
No, yeah. Well, think about it, bro. If you're an accountant, right, and
Yeah.
you go to work, you get up at 7 a.m., you get to work at 8, you work every day from 8 to 4:30, 5 o'clock, you get off, you go home. That's like the time that you're at school. The
Yeah.
reason why people started going to school was like, yeah, the assembly line, going to tasks, stuff like that. And it's also while your parents are at work, you're at school working.
Yeah.
Then you go,
Damn.
like, then you graduate, you go to college.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same thing. You figure out what you're going to do, and then you just continue that 9 to 5
Mhm.
work life assembly line
So
kind of
when
thing.
you were in school, did you kind of know like at the time like, yo, this is bullshit. I'm not gonna do this. You know? Did you
so-
plan on going to college, or was it only because
Did you
you
ever think that you would be doing what you're doing now?
It was a dream of mine since I was like after I got injured. So I played soccer till I was 14, got a stress fracture, took 2 months off, recovered, did physical therapy for a little bit. I
But
was
they don't
good.
know you were on scholarship, right? You had a
Yeah,
scholarship
yeah,
offers
yeah.
already.
So I was
It's really
supposed to
good.
go to Villanova
Yeah,
to
it's
play
good. It's a
soccer.
D1 school, right?
It's a D1 school.
Yeah.
I had a lot of soccer showcases and stuff. I don't know if people are familiar with like the IMG Academy, but I would go and play summer leagues at like the IMG Academy.
It's a
in
really
Florida.
for those of you guys that don't know, IMG Academy is just super prestigious and like well sought out school for sports, right?
So
and academics almost.
I didn't play for that school.
Like the best in the country
played
go there.
at their fields for my club teams against other teams. So I played like Boca Junior team, which is like a big team in South America. I played Atletico Madrid, which is a big club in Spain, like their youth program. A couple German teams, like pretty big name teams. Yeah. I was playing their youth programs. Like I played for one of the best teams in the country at a certain point. Damn. In Newark, actually, in Newark, New Jersey. It's a Ironbound soccer club. Okay. If you want to look it up. It was like a great soccer program. A lot of kids I played with like ended up going to college to play, or they play overseas. Like one kid started playing for like Porto FC in Portugal, but he actually tore his ACL. It's like sad. Really? But yeah, so pretty much I played soccer until I was 14. Got the stress fracture. That was like my first experience with like getting injured. 2 months off. I was chilling for another year. Then I was playing at another soccer showcase, and I got slide tackled in the back. So pretty much I went in for a slide tackle. Someone else came in, and we were playing with soft ground cleats, which is like there's a difference between firm ground and soft ground. When you play on soft ground, you need longer studs, and they're metal. So instead of having the short plastic studs, you have long metal studs to grip the ground and get into the soft ground, so you have a better formation to run and play. That stud is like, bro, imagine you're sliding with all that force on a tiny little point. That's why they say when you throw a punch, you want to hit with one knuckle
I saw,
at one spot.
Andrew Tate. I saw
that
Andrew Tate,
with Mike Thurston's video? Yeah, that was so sick.
But what I'm saying is all the pressure comes to one point. So it's the same thing happened with the cleat. And that fucked me. So your vertebrae is built like this. Yeah. Like a wing almost. One of the wings literally got snapped, and then my vertebrae pushed forward. And that was it. I couldn't walk more than like 20 steps for like 3 months.
Jesus. And how old are you here?
15. Okay. And that was the end of my freshman year.
And what's going through your head? Because you probably were expecting to play, in soccer in college. Yeah. So when this happened, you really didn't like school. So were you like, fuck, what am I going to do?
Well, yeah. So that was the other thing. I didn't try in school from the first place because I always knew I was going to play soccer in college. Yeah. And just kind of go with that. I don't really talk about it a lot because it's kind of depressing. But like, I was in a very like low place. Like,
well, I can imagine.
Couldn't walk.
What was your first entrepreneurial activity following soccer? Like, because I know you did stuff with like selling shoes and all that. But what was the first thing where you started like doing stuff on your own and you were like, oh, I can make money?
And like, who pushed you to do that, to keep going, to get you out of that dark place?
Like, a lot of it was just figuring out something else that I found like purpose in. So, the doctors, they were pretty much like, yo, forget about playing soccer again. You're never gonna run. Like, if you want to lift weights, you got to be on a bench. Like, you're not gonna do the same thing.
That's
so
rough to tell someone that's you're a kid.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to fucking kill myself. It was so
crazy. Bad. I can't even imagine.
I mean, at the same time, like, I don't really get caught up on it anymore because like I'm doing, like, everything happens for a reason. So like that happened, and now I'm doing this, which is like, honestly, I'd rather do this than play soccer.
You're just you work a brand. You're a fitness influencer.
I don't really like the word influencer because like I don't want to influence people to do something that they don't want to do. I just consider myself like a content creator. Like I tell them all the time, like, bro, I just love making YouTube videos. Yeah, I love just.
So you generally love making YouTube videos?
Yeah, it's fun. I have a great time. Like, my videos are more like vlog style stuff. So just hanging out with my friends, chilling, like, and people like to watch it. And I just like being able to give back in other ways, or like give people someone to look at. Because like, I mean, I say it all the time, like, yeah, I work out, but like it's not what I revolve my life around. Like, yeah, I like to go out and hang out with my friends, but like I'd like to have like a balance kind of thing and show people that like you can look good and like you can hang out and like you can do fun stuff and also take the gym like 75 to 80% seriously, and then also just like have it as a place to have fun.
And how'd your family feel about that? Because you did go to college for a year or two, right?
My mom was always been super supportive. Like I told her, so I actually I was always like a pretty artistic kid and like stuff like that too. So like I went to this thing called Middle School of the Arts for a little bit. For like 2 to 3 days a week in high school. I left half day early and went to go do like painting and drawing and stuff.
Yeah, I would never have guessed that.
Yeah, I was like super artistic as a kid.
You were a drawer, huh?
I was a drawer too. You know, I fucking love drawing. Yeah, it was kind of like an outlet for me when I was younger.
Yeah, so my dad's an architect.
I have still a bunch of shit in my house. Cool. Yeah, I loved it.
Dude, it's a lot of fun and it's really good like for creativity.
Yeah.
And so my dad's an architect and was an artist like when he was a kid. So my house is filled with paintings and drawings and stuff that he does. And he really pushed that to me as a young age, like being artistic and like expressing yourself that way. And I did it in middle school. You'd go to this thing called Middle School of the Arts, like 2 to 3 days a week. You had to audition for it. You had to like submit applications. You had to go. They took like 20 kids out of like 500. Yeah. And so that was like my first thing that I like to do. And then from there, I kind of transitioned into like doing other stuff, like just figuring out things that I knew I didn't want to go to school for, or I didn't. I was doing things that I figured out like were for me or weren't for me. So then from artistic stuff, like when that started to like bore me and I needed something new, I did culinary school, like learning how to cook. So my dad's a chef.
Is he? Yeah, I love cooking. I fucking love it.
My dad's like a fucking fantastic cook.
Yeah, yeah.
And I always wanted to do that. So I was thinking like, okay, I want to open a restaurant for like healthy foods. This was like when I started working out, but like wasn't doing content yet.
Yeah.
And I went to Johnson and Wales culinary school for like a 4-day camp or something.
Yeah.
Did a bunch of like cooking and stuff there. I went to CIA, which is the Culinary Institute of America.
Yeah.
And I got accepted there.
You say,
I don't know why. Just looking at
You're
it,
like-
just like from someone watching your content, I'm telling you right now, they would never have guessed you did all this shit.
Never.
No way. Because a lot of people probably look at you like, oh, look at this fucking big, cocky. You know.
I don't know. Like these are all examples of just non-traditional career paths, and so like
Yeah, I knew I didn't
you were
wanna go to that.
experimenting with all these things that would like that's not traditional for
Yeah,
a career.
'cause
So
I
like
didn't wanna
it
be
sort of
stuck.
makes sense if
Yeah.
you think about it, because what you do now, like you were experimenting with a little bit of everything, and now you finally came into
which is
what
great
you
though,
wanna
because
do.
people that don't know, like they're like, oh, school's not for me, they don't know what to do. Do everything.
Exactly.
Find out
Yeah.
what hard work.
100%.
Same thing with posting content.
100%.
Post whatever the fuck you want. Find out what works, and you never know what's gonna hit and what you like, and then go with
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? I hate it when
Yeah.
someone's like they do the same shit expecting something else to change.
So
Something else to
a
change.
question for you: do you think that people should post what's trending to get big, or just from the get post what they want to
I
post?
They
think-
post what they wanted.
Post
straight
what they
away.
want, but when there's trends happening, hop on a trend.
Okay.
Like today, like right now, when right now during this podcast, there's a lot of influencers getting called out for fucking editing pictures and being fake, whatever, blah blah blah. So what do? We filmed the skit today. It's gonna be posted. It's gonna be fucking fire. Maybe we'll pop it up here. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
got them in the skit. Got both of them in the
Yeah.
skit. So I think it's important to hop on trends like that.
Yes. So
But
you're
make
mixing
it your own.
But make it your
yeah,
own.
so you're mixing your content that you want to create with things that are trending. So
Yeah.
like, yeah, okay, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, I mean, like what I was saying is like, I knew I didn't want to go to college, or at least I knew I didn't want to stay there and do something traditional.
Mm-hmm.
So I was looking for a bunch of different things. So the first thing was like artistic stuff. That was more in middle school. I kind of progressed from that. Then it was culinary school.
Mm-hmm.
That was like sophomore and junior year. I started working out at that point. Started working out when I was like almost 17, a little bit under 17. Started only with like calisthenics and body weight, and like body weight training, push-ups, pull-ups, chin-ups.
Yeah.
Squats, but not really. Like just doing shit like that.
Legs, but not
muscle
really.
ups
Yeah,
when I
me
got
and Chris
there.
hit legs today, and we're like, Harry's like, yo, I should do legs with them. Mark was
Nah.
like, absolutely not. I hit them last month. I don't need to hit them for 2 more months.
No, yeah, I really like, bro. My
That's a
legs,
quarter.
my legs are fine the way they are. I'm happy
Yeah,
with
yeah.
them.
That's fair.
But yeah, so I figured out that I wanted to do like culinary school. I wanted to open up a restaurant that was like focused around like healthy eating, stuff like that. Eventually, that idea kind of faded. I wanted to potentially be an electrician and do like track lighting. You get a lot of money being an electrician.
Yeah. Oh no, electricians make really good money.
Especially when you get jobs like apartment complexes.
So
Mhm.
everything
Things like
that everything that you were trying at this time, did you also like realize that none of that stuff you need to go to school for?
Yeah, that's why.
Okay.
A lot
So
of
that's
it
why
was
you're
like,
doing it.
yeah, I didn't want to go to college, but my
Yeah.
dad was very like, go to college, get a degree. Like my dad moved from Italy. He had to re-go to school for everything. Like
Yeah.
he was an architect in Italy. For some reason, he had to go back to school here. So he
But that's
took
the thing.
all
That's,
of his classes
that's
here
the thing
again.
about like foreign parents or whatever. Like
Yeah.
my parent, I guess foreign parents. This is the thing that like they come here or like they think you like, oh, you have to go to school, you have to do it this way, because
Yeah.
that's what they were kind of taught. Or when they think about coming over here, they're like, do this the right way,
yeah.
and not, especially because entrepreneurship's kind of new now,
Yeah.
especially like social media stuff.
I feel like I talk about this a lot when people say their parents don't support their entrepreneurial activities. I think that that's very, like, there's a very clear explanation for that, and it's because your parents just want what's best for you and they want what's safe, and they want
100%.
to be able to go to sleep at night and think my child is going to be able to, they're going to be okay. And the most surefire way to be okay in their mind is getting a college degree, because then someone will hire you, right? So when you go
But the
off,
thing is, you think that, but sometimes that doesn't happen.
no,
Like,
100%.
You know
But,
what
but
I
as a
mean?
parent, the most surefire way is like, if they go to school, they're going to be okay. So
Yeah.
like when you say, Mom, I'm dropping out of college, they're going to be like, oh
Yeah.
my God, like,
Yeah, it's
what?
crazy.
So you're going to be a high school, you're going to be a dropout. You're not going to, like,
That's
no
what-
one's going
that's
to
the
hire
first
you.
thing they think of. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
so it
I
makes-
know, I
so
know
it
it
makes
killed my
sense.
parents at first
Yeah.
inside when I dropped out. You know what I mean? Because at first I was lying to them. I
Did
said
one
that,
of your
or-
parents support you though, and like one didn't?
they
Because my
always-
mom was always supportive.
They always
Yeah.
supported me, right? But when you first start, especially because we started together, fucking.
Yeah.
When we first started, like we're not making money, so to them it's just like,
Yeah.
oh, he's just posting online, he's just posting pictures.
Yeah.
But they don't.
They don't
know.
understand.
But,
They don't understand what that
but granted,
means.
though, at the
Yeah.
time, I didn't even know what I was doing.
Fair.
You know what I mean? I didn't know how much money you could make.
yeah,
I
but
didn't
sometimes
know
you
that stuff.
like sometimes.
But
Okay,
I had a gut feeling that I knew school wasn't for me. I've said that 1,000 times. I knew school wasn't for me, and I have that mentality like you. Like I'm gonna fucking figure it out. I'm gonna try all this shit.
So
Because I know
you dropped out
I knew for a
too.
fact I was gonna be great at something.
Yeah.
Like growing up, I knew I was gonna do something, but it wasn't gonna be school. I dropped
but
out.
I had the
Yeah.
same. I had the same
I was doing
feeling.
it for like 2.5 years. I was switching, majors, dropping out, blah blah blah. But
Bro,
let's go to
That's
you though.
exactly the
Because
same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same shit.
let's go to
least
Harry
you tried
because
it.
you finished school
I did.
and you're 26 now.
26, yeah.
And okay, so how did your parents feel? Did you do the school because it was safe? Did you do it for
First of
your
all,
family?
what'd you study?
Yeah.
Health sciences.
Okay.
Okay.
And the only reason I did though, because I didn't know what I wanted to major in, and so I wanted to take nutrition class because I was interested in nutrition. And they were like, if you want to take this new class, you have to declare this major. And I was like, okay. That's how much I didn't really care. I was just like, yeah, I'll just choose this major because I just want to take this one class. And then I just sort of fell into the second hardest major in the school.
What school did you go to?
Gettysburg College. It's a small liberal arts school in Pennsylvania.
What were you thinking you were gonna do after? Like after you graduated?
Interesting. So. I went into real estate right after school.
Okay.
Just because it was like semi-entrepreneurial, because I worked with it was a small startup at the time, and I worked my way into an internship junior year, and things started going really well. Yeah. So I was just like, yeah, I'll do real estate, and I'll just make it like make a bunch of money. No. Yeah. That's such a long story, but like I sort of got shafted. I worked my way up to the operations manager of this company, like COO, and I was making like, I want to say like $45K a year. And I was literally in charge of giving other employees raises before I was given a raise.
Yeah. Which in hindsight, knowing what we know now about, influencing, social media, entrepreneurship, 45K I right out of college, I was like, oh yeah, it's pretty good money. But like,
yeah, really but for a company that's making like 10 figures, it wasn't. And
that's
like,
what I'm saying. It's not a lot of money.
Yeah, no, like they definitely could have done more, but like I was like led to believe that I was going to be a partner in the company, and honestly, I ended because of COVID. Yeah, and it didn't fold, but like basically, I had to leave.
So was that your push to start doing what you're doing
now? Yeah, it sort of overlapped really nicely because I committed to the same show that you're going to do. I committed to that show before I left that company, and doing that show got me into fitness more, and I started working with a coach. And I started doing online coaching right after that show. And so I transitioned straight from real estate into online coaching, which is what paid the bills for a little bit.
Like one-on-one coaching?
Yeah.
Okay. And were you just getting by, or was it,
Yeah, I was just getting by. At the time, there was the stimulus checks as well. Yeah. So, I mean, honestly, no, stimmies were crazy. I made more money on stimmies than I did on my other job completely. Yeah. So
that's how I got all my camera
But it's such a comfortable thing for people to get into. When I got the stimulus check. I'm just sitting
there. And so I made a little bit I made enough from coaching, but the stimulus check paid for all my expenses, and then the coaching was on top. Yeah. So there was a time when I was like, hey, I'm living at home. I'm doing online coaching and I'm making stimulus. Like, I might as well go to Houston and just like fit and just feel it out.
So that was back in Rhode Island?
No, so I went to school in Pennsylvania. My real estate thing was in Pennsylvania, and then after that, I moved to North Carolina.
What was your parents, family, friends? What was their mindset behind? What was their how they feel about it?
What did they think when you made that move?
So my dad. I have three siblings total. 3 siblings, so 4 of us total. And my mom passed away when I was 9. She had cancer, and so my dad. That's all right.
What kind of cancer?
Lung cancer. Yeah, so it was a long time ago, but my dad raised all of us, and so my upbringing has a lot to do with a single dad who's kind of shout out dad, but he's kind of an idiot. Were
you guys super close though?
Yeah. We had to be. Yeah. We had to be. So a lot of my influence came from being raised by a single dad, essentially.
Yeah, and that has to be a huge factor growing up.
Definitely. And so it made us grow up really, really fast. And we had nannies here and there because my dad still had to work. But like we became independent really early. So when I went off to college, I didn't tell my dad that I was moving to Houston. I just did. Yeah. And he trusts me. So he'll call in and he'll want to know what's going on, but like he trusts that like it'll be okay. Yeah. So it was very much like a open door policy type of parenting where it's like come and go. And
I feel that's kind of like when you guys have a good relationship, I think it's important that like they might not understand completely, but they'll trust that you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And you trust them that they trust you. You know what I mean?
For sure.
That you'll make them proud. Or
exactly. And that's the thing. Like he's always been really supportive. He doesn't understand, but like every time I tell him what I'm doing that's new, he'll be like, oh, okay, like how can I help and all this stuff. So he did a fantastic job. I sort of see him as like a brother, honestly, more than a dad, which is sort of weird, but
no, that's cool. That's cool to think about.
Yeah.
And what was your mindset going to Houston?
Honestly, it was like, hey, I'm going to go for 30 days. So I booked an Airbnb for 30 days. And I was like, I'm going to do online coaching, but I'm going to do it at Alphalete and see if I can meet people, shake some hands, see what I can make of it. And within like the first 2 weeks, I started meeting these incredible people and getting opportunities to work. And I was like, man, like I can't leave. I can't go home. Yeah. So that 30 days turned into what ended up being a year. That's what I love.
You're willing to take a fucking risk, right? Because I've said it before, my biggest thing that I love saying, like when you're trying to do anything, is what's the worst that can happen? Exactly. You're like, fuck it, let me go for 30 days. Exactly. What's the worst that can happen? I lose a little bit of money. I have a good dad. I have a good family at home that like he'll always help out. I go there, and the best that can happen is I meet a bunch of people. Fucking, I'm here.
This is the best case scenario.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, what's the worst that can happen? I hate when people are just scared to try.
Yeah.
You know
that's I mean, you don't have anything to lose. Yeah. I didn't have anything to lose. I go for 30 days. I fail miserably, and I just go home, and it's the same as it was 30 days ago. That's it. That's the worst case.
And did you meet Mark over there?
Yeah,
in
it
that
took
first 30 days?
Not in the first
no.
30 days. Well, actually,
No,
no.
because so I came to Houston the first time. I signed to Anaka February 1st.
Is that what got you to Houston?
They flew me out like 2 weeks later. Like I was there making
To
TikToks.
live or just to visit?
Not to visit. I stayed in a hotel for like 2 weeks.
Uh-huh.
They flew me to Arizona to stay with the girl I was with at the time, who I'm actually like with now. Like we took a little break and now we're back together.
Yeah.
But besides the point. But yeah, so they flew me back out there, and then literally I stayed in Arizona for a month, and then they flew me back for another 2 weeks to Texas. So I was after I dropped that, like I was still in school at that time.
Yeah.
And I was gone for 2 months. Like I stopped showing up to class.
Oh, this is during school?
Bro, I was still in school.
Really? Damn.
Yeah, bro. The thing is like
that's happened with me too.
so what happens is like, bro, the reason why I like Harry so much is because I feel like we kind of think the same. Your 20s is when you're able to really figure things out. You have a full life ahead of you.
Yeah. So much time.
Bro, like you don't need to settle down until you're 28, 29, 30. Like you have
Even
time.
past that.
But like figure out what you want to do.
Yeah.
And I knew that from the age of 15. I was like, yo, like I'm going to, like I told my mom the day I went to college, I was like, I'm going to drop out. It just depends on when and what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You
And
told her
she was
that?
like,
So
yeah,
why?
full of shit.
So why'd
That's
you wait a
crazy.
little bit? What were you waiting for?
Well, what got you to that signing with Nako? Like, when did?
Oh, well, that was like TikTok and stuff.
Oh,
But
so you're blowing up on TikTok first?
yeah, but we'll go back to like how I met Harry. But and then we'll circle back.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I flew out in February. That was the first time, and then when the second time I came back, I met Harry, and that was around summer shredding.
Yeah.
And dude, Harry was like the most connected dude in my mind. I thought Harry was Superman.
No, he low-key is. When we went there for
Bro.
the fucking weekend, I was telling Chris that everyone goes, yeah, blah, blah, all these people. Like,
Well, that's why I respect
I
him
looked
so
at
much.
Chris and I was like, yo, I feel like he low-key knows everybody.
Bro.
I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
But that's why I respect him so much, because the first time I met him,
Yeah.
it was instantly like, oh, yo, how can I show this kid around? So he was like, yo, there's a party at this dude's house. Do you want to come? Like, you can meet some people, shake some hands.
Yeah.
Like the first time I met him,
Yeah.
he was
That's how he
already
was
trying to
with us,
include
yeah.
me with things.
Yeah.
And like I thought, bro, I literally thought Harry was Superman. I was like, yo, this dude knows
That's crazy.
everybody here.
Yeah.
Like, there's like, bro, everyone walking the gym. Yo, it's good, Harry. I was like, yo, how the fuck do you
Yeah.
like, bro?
We're
what?
one of these clubs and all the bouncers and the bartenders like, Harry, I got you. These your boys? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I got you.
So it was like mutual. Like, hey man, what's up? Like every time I was there, I'd say what's
Yeah.
up.
I'm
And
ordering
then-
drinks and I'm like, yeah, I'm with Harry.
yeah. But no, but
That's
for real.
crazy.
Yeah, no,
But
literally,
actually,
that
though,
wasn't a joke.
But like if you go out, like yo, almost
Shout
Harry.
out
He's like, oh,
Will.
word.
Yeah.
But
Shout out Will.
but yeah. So then I moved there in August. August 1st was my first day. And like literally from the jump, Harry was like very welcoming, and then we started hanging out a lot in like November. But literally from the day I met Harry, I thought he was like the most connected dude at Alphaland or Alpha Lee. I was like, bro, he knows everybody, like, and super welcoming. Like
Yeah,
the
no,
thing,
he is.
like the thing I really like about Harry is like he treats everybody exactly the same as he would the day he meets you, versus like if he's
3
known you
years
for a
later,
long
yeah,
time.
yeah,
Like it's
exactly.
always welcoming. It's always like, and like you're saying before, it's like how can I give? Like he's explained it to me before, where it's like there's the totem pole is like where you expect, like where you give things without expecting it. There's givers on the bottom. Then there's like people who do even trades where it's like
I'll
I
do this
give
if you do
you
this for me.
this because I feel like I'm going to get something back. And then there's people who take advantage, and it's like
I
you
never
do
thought
this
about
for
that.
me, and I don't expect to do something back for you. And then the people at the very top again are the givers who give and don't accept. And it's how you work your way up and whose hands you shake and how you make the connections.
Yeah.
And Harry like explained this to me actually yesterday. We were meeting with your agent.
Yeah.
That was like the first time I'd really heard him break it down like that. And I was like, well, that actually makes sense. If you give and you don't expect, but you're constantly in the idea of like good things will come back around, good things will come back around.
Eventually,
like,
it does come
in
around.
a circle,
I agree.
it does.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it, bro, it has. Like
Damn.
he's a living
Yeah.
proof of it.
That was
Yeah.
so fucking. That was
Yeah.
wise.
Yeah.
That-
Well, the
my
biggest
therapist,
thing.
bro. My
Yeah,
therapist.
yeah.
I'm a fucked up
The
kid.
biggest thing is like people. I do believe that people genuinely want to support other people and help other people.
Yeah,
But just like it's hard. Like it's hard to just.
it definitely is.
It's hard to just. I don't know.
It's hard when you're also like working for something too. Like sometimes like I know I can come off as like an asshole to people, but it's not. It's because I'm just so like blah 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 blah. Like my
Yeah.
mind. Like you said, Jesse was over there and all he was doing is
Yeah.
He's a really
It's
nice.
cool to
he's a
see,
really
though.
nice, genuine kid. He is. Sometimes he can come off as like, oh, he just wants to do this and then
Yeah.
leave. But it's just like he's so busy, you know.
I
and
thought it was
I'm the
really
same
cool.
way.
I
No, it
was
is
like,
cool.
yo, like he has 100 videos planned.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I don't even know what I'm gonna eat for fucking dinner.
No,
Like, this
yeah,
dude
no.
has 100
Yeah.
videos planned.
No, he's
like,
a workhorse, but that's why sometimes he can come off as, you know, like standoffish and stuff.
Yeah,
but like most of the
100%.
time, it's like it's about how you go about it.
But also, you understand that, right? So when you run into someone like that and they're like that, you don't think of it as them being
Exactly.
standoffish. You're like,
I
oh,
just know.
I understand, I know,
Yeah.
and so you don't pass judgment
Yeah.
based on that. You're like, you put yourself immediately in their shoes. You're like, I understand,
Yeah.
and that's the biggest thing. Is people have trouble seeing things from other people's perspectives.
Yeah, but sometimes I'll be acting like that, like where I'm like, and I realize someone doesn't know me that much. I'm like, oh shit, let me take it back, and, like,
Yeah.
and then I'll be like, oh yeah, then I'll start
Yeah.
engaging, doing whatever we were
Right.
doing.
Right.
But it's about being aware of
Yeah,
it.
super.
But yeah, fuck, what were you saying? Damn, I got on a tangent.
You asked about how I got with Anaka.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Or like what pushed you to start posting content?
So originally, okay, again, with the whole like non-traditional, I'm really into like clothing and fashion and thrifting and like
He just got that shirt yesterday.
yeah, I did actually get the shirt.
Sure.
Shout out Nebraska. But yeah, so I've always been really into like clothes and dressing and also like I didn't really have a lot of money growing up as a kid.
Yeah.
Like I had some like my dad started to make a decent amount of money when I was probably like 13, 14.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna like, but the neighborhood I grew up in was like a very impoverished neighborhood.
Yeah.
So like we were the only family that owned. Everyone else was Section 8 housing.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of illegal immigrants. Like I think ICE is like always on my street deporting people.
And that had to have been a huge like wake up call for you because I know you told me off the pod that your mom was always like, don't do your own thing, don't hang out with these kids.
Yeah, well, there was a lot of drug dealers and shit on my street too, and there were always cops there. And my mom was like,
"Did you ever almost get caught up in that?"
Oh yeah, I can actually tell you something funny. But yeah, so my mom and dad always made it clear like they wanted to keep me away from like just bad influences in general.
Yeah.
Which is like awesome that they did that. So the area I grew up in wasn't the best area. My town was like overall a nice town, but it was very split between like low income area and high income area.
Yeah.
So I grew up like, in the lower income area, 2-bedroom townhome, like street full of Section 8 housing.
Yeah.
Like the town didn't really care. They never patched potholes. The roads were shit. Like all the kids playing, like there was kids doing drugs all the time. Like the kids in my neighborhood were the kids at school, like drunk. The kids smoking cigarettes at 14. The kids doing fucking acid at 15.
Yeah.
Like all that shit. My parents always made it very clear to like keep me involved in summer camps, keep me involved in sports. So playing soccer, out of the town kind of thing. Like do things here. Like don't get caught up in the kids doing drugs. Don't get caught up in the kids that just stay at home all day and play video games. Like we want you outside, but we want you away from these negative influences.
That's so important.
Bro, honestly, like shout out to my parents.
Yeah, no, it sounds like they have
incredible
really good fucking
parents.
head on their shoulders. Yeah,
and
it's environment. It's 100% environment. Your parents understand. I mean, I think we all understand that you're a product of your environment. You're a product of the people you hang out with, and so your parents understand that, and they're saying like, if my son is going to be the product of the people they hang out with, like that's not the direction I want to see him go. And so it makes total sense. That's what we're doing right now. Like we surround ourselves with people that we want to be like and we want to support, and that's
and
why
I'm so big on like I only want to surround myself with people like that.
100%.
It's like you could tell when someone's trying to use, like we've met people that are very like they want they pretend a certain way, but then they're something else. Or
especially in what we
do,
do,
just don't work hard or just are complacent. That's why we moved out of Jersey. You know what I mean, just because we were around people that we might love them, we love them whatever, but they're just like they don't want anything.
It's the same reason why I went to college and didn't just stay home and go to community college, because I needed to get out of the area.
Yeah, that's why I went to Florida for college.
But yeah, so the TikTok started because I was really into fashion. From a young age, my mom was like, let's go to Goodwill, let's go thrifting, like let's find some cool shit. So I used to get like dunks for like $5. Like Nike dunks that sell for like fucking $500-$600 now.
And did you start flipping them immediately?
Not when I was a little kid. I would wear them. I used to beat the shit out of my clothes because I got them for nothing. Like I was getting shirts for $1. But my mom made it fun. It was like always like something fun to do. So when I went to college, I started doing like reselling and shit. Like I did landscaping and lifeguarding and shoveling snow and shit in high school. Anything I could do in high school to like make money. Whatever. Got me in trouble a little bit. I did do some bad shit in high school to make money. But yeah, so I was always into like the entrepreneurial like kind of mindset. And my first TikTok account it's actually still up. It's Marco, MARCO_OOOO. And it has like, I think at the time my highest was like 200,000 followers on that account. And it was literally after like 2 months. I had like 200K.
Yeah.
And I was like one of the biggest names when it came to like fashion and thrifting and like reselling clothes. I had a 6-figure reselling sneaker business in the course of like 8 months.
That's
so I literally
crazy.
I went to the Nike outlet and I got prescribed Adderall. Hopefully this is past the statute of limitations. I don't go to jail for this. But I would pay the workers at Nike, like the Nike store, with Adderall. So I'd be like, yo, if you get a return, buy it. So they get 30% off and then 30% off the back wall.
Yeah.
So like 30% off returns and then 30% off any item that's not supposed to be in that store. So it was like 55% off.
Yeah.
So I would pay them the money they paid plus an Adderall, which was like $15. It's like 30 milligrams of Adderall. Good Adderall.
Yeah.
But so I would get that and I started
whatever Harry was giving me, I should get Adderall.
But yeah, so I had, bro, at one point I had like 200 emails. 200
and you're making that
emails,
much
bro.
money at a fucking young age.
Yeah, so pretty much I went to school with like $5,000. My dad gave me $5,000 at the beginning of my sophomore year and was like, this is supposed to last you the whole year. Like if you spend over this between groceries, gas, going out, whatever, that's on you.
Yeah.
And like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I probably spent like a little bit more than half within the first few months.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, something's got to change.
Yeah.
So I was like, how can I make money? My freshman year, I started reselling clothes. Was selling clothes, made like 10 grand in like a semester. I was like, all right, bet, like 10 grand, that's good. Had a cushion. Started getting into shoes, trading the Adderall money for shoes at Nike. I took $2,000 that was supposed to be for rent, went to the Nike outlet, spent $2 grand. So Nike has a rule that you can return any item within 30 or 60 days as long as you have the receipt.
Yeah.
So it's free gambling. You're gambling, but it's free. You get your money back.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I have 30 days to pay my rent. 5 days for that shit to spend and then clear, like, and come back, like, if I return it. So whatever I need to sell, I sell. Made a StockX account, went there, scanned every barcode in the Nike store, resold shoes. My first week, I turned like $2 grand into like 3,500, and I was like, all right, I made $1,500 this week.
That's good. $1,500
let me
a week
keep
is
going.
great.
Especially at that age.
Going on OfferUp, going on fucking Facebook Marketplace, going on Mercari, going on eBay. Bro, I at one point I had like 200 pairs of shoes in my apartment.
Yeah.
My roommates had moved out. My closets were filled with shoes. Their closets were filled with shoes. The living room was filled with shoes. This kid owned a resale store. I'd have kids that wanted shoes come to my apartment. And literally within, I think, 8 months, I turned $2 grand into like $98,000.
That's crazy. You're a grinder.
But bro, I loved it.
And the thing is, when you start, the thing about making money is when you make money, you realize you want more money. And like you love the feeling, because you like buying new things. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But I wasn't buying anything. I was just reinvesting it.
Yeah, no, it's smart.
Reinvesting it.
It's important to reinvest into your fucking into whatever you're doing.
So that account gave me the confidence to start.
And all this is
posting
while you're
fitness.
in school too.
Yeah, but I wouldn't even count it actually being in school. I had my first semester, I had a 1.3 GPA. My second semester, I got a 2.9 GPA.
Yeah.
Shout out. That's some
Oh, no,
progress.
progress.
Actually, no. My first semester, I had a 1.3 GPA. My second semester, I had like a 2.6 GPA, and it averaged out to a 1.94.
Yeah.
Some shit like that, and I had to go to like an idiots class.
Yeah.
Where like the college forced me to take a class filled with idiots.
Yeah.
Idiots.
I forgot what the name of the class are.
Bro, and like I don't know what it's called, but I'm telling you, I'm actually the only intelligent person sitting in that class.
Yeah.
Because I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
The rest of the kids were actually idiots.
But the thing
I
is,
was like, bro, you're actually on acid in this class. Like, you're already in an idiots class and you're on acid. Like, are you actually an idiot?
Yeah. But the thing is, you're making all this money while in school. Like, it's
that's
like,
why I stopped caring.
It's not. Like, it's normal for you to be like, fuck school, I'm making so much more money not do, like, what am I paying for this fucking tuition
So that's
for?
what happened. So they were forcing me to do my homework, forcing me to do whatever. I did well. Up my GPA. I got like a 3.6 that year, that semester. My overall GPA was fine.
Yeah.
They stopped forcing me to take the class. Got fucked up again. Like, didn't pay attention. My first, like, bro, your first year of school, you're supposed to get like 30 credits.
Yeah.
Like 15.
Yeah.
I had 15 in 2 semesters.
Oh, shit.
Like, I was super far behind.
Was this three years ago? Like not
Yeah. My freshman year was like 2018, 2019.
Yeah.
Like 2018 to 2019.
So, okay, so you're making all this money fucking selling shoes, right?
Yeah.
And then what translated you to that into doing fitness?
So then that account gave me the confidence to post the fitness content that I had been posting on YouTube and Instagram for years with no traction.
Oh, so you already, I didn't know that. So you're doing YouTube.
I started YouTube I started Instagram in like the end of 2016.
Yeah.
It was called Marco Shreds.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupidest.
Wait, you said that's 2018?
2016.
2016.
When
So
I started working out.
You were
Yeah,
what, like 17
you started
years
before
old?
me. I started mine in like 2018.
Yeah.
2019, yeah.
I started working out like right before I turned 17.
So you were 16 and you had a Marco Shreds account.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And bro, I had like 180 followers on Instagram.
So you weren't getting any traction, so you...
No traction.
Okay.
Like, bro, I had 180 followers and 11 of them were me. Like,
Yeah.
bro,
Multiple accounts.
I was doing anything that I could do. Every fucking hashtag.
Bro, trust
sending
me,
it to
I
my
was doing the same
friends.
thing. I was trying to go viral. I was doing all these
Bro.
stupid things. Like trying to do push-ups on basketball and weights.
Dumb
like,
as fuck.
I was DMing
bro.
mad people like, yo, try this challenge. I'm about to kill
do it.
myself. I remember a couple
insane.
people responded, like
Bro.
some of the people with bigger names in the industry
Yeah.
responded like, yeah, you're going to hurt yourself. Don't do that. And I'm like, wait, can you at least just repost on your story?
Yeah. Well,
But,
dude.
Yeah.
Okay, we make a joke about it all the time. I
insane.
only ate bananas for 48 hours.
Yeah, I know. You told me that's a
I
crazy
had
story.
30 bananas a day for
Yeah.
2 full
Wild
days.
story.
That's all I ate in 2018 for a YouTube video, bro. I had 400 views. I thought it was the king of the world.
Yeah.
I had 400 views on a
This
YouTube
guy,
video. I thought
this
it was
guy
the
eats
fucking
bananas
king.
for 48 hours, but won't tongue punch an asshole for a second. Like, what are we really
Where's the
talking
connection
about?
there, bro?
Where's
Yeah.
the connection, bro?
I don't know.
where
I
you
just
get
love
that.
asshole. But, okay. But
Yeah, so I was posting for years with no traction,
Okay.
and then I was like, I look sick.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna give this another shot.
Yeah, I like that.
And then I started cutting whatever. It was Thanksgiving 2020, and I was like, yo, if you guys don't want to get fat on Thanksgiving, chew your food, spit it out.
That's
when
what I
nobody's
want to get
looking.
into right now because we have a segment called like, "What Were You Thinking?" Right? And we know, we know.
No, I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't belong in this section.
But we know that one of your TikTok accounts got taken down, 600K followers, because
whoa,
you
whoa,
were
whoa, 700.
700.
No, I'm playing.
No. 700 followers, and your main content was you were fat shaming.
No. I made one fat shaming video, and that's why my account.
But a lot of your content was like, yo, stop being fat, just put your fucking food down.
Yeah. A lot of it was, well, okay. So the thing is, it's like some people need the nurturing aspect where it's like, it's okay. Like, I'm going to walk you through it. I'm going to give you step by step. I don't like it either.
Yeah.
My parents were never like that. If I got fucked up, if I fucked up, I paid the consequences.
Yeah.
Like, it was never like, oh, like, whatever. Like, I got arrested in high school. My dad slapped the fuck out of me in front of the cops. And they were just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, I got arrested for weed in high school. Like, that's what I was saying.
Oh, okay.
Like, when I started to go down that path, like, my
Yeah.
parents were like, fuck no, is this happening?
That must have been a good ass smack because you got you straight
Bro,
sneakers.
Smacked him into
Bro.
a six-figure
Okay, what
business.
Jordans am I buying? That's good. It fucking
But
worked.
no, bro, I'm dead ass. My dad pulled me out of the police station. Like, bro, I was just doing it to get some pussy, but it was
Yeah.
bad. So
Did you
I
get the pussy?
No, bro, I didn't. So my dad pulled me out of the police station by my ear, smacked me as fucking hard as he could in the back of the head, dropped to my knees
You
in
should
front
text
of
your
the
dad
cops.
after this and be like, thanks for that smack. by the way."
Bro, my dad.
I wouldn't be here without
my
that
dad
smack.
smacked new brain chemistry
Yeah.
into my head, bro. But my dad smacked the entrepreneur into me.
All right, but back to the TikTok.
But yeah, so I was posting. My thought process is, yo, if nobody else is gonna say it, I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
Because people are gonna respect you for saying shit they won't say.
Yeah.
And the people that don't agree with you sucks to suck. I'm right.
Yeah.
Which is I'm right. If you're 600 pounds, that's not healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
No, I
you
mean-
can be 600 pounds, that's cool. But don't tell a little girl that's okay.
Yeah.
Like Lizzo, I'm gonna be straight up. Lizzo was probably contributing to a bunch of people dying early because she's pushing. Oh, it's okay to be 600 pounds, bro. These little
No,
ass kids that think
yeah.
it's okay to be 600 pounds, it's not.
I 100% agree. I'm all for it, right? It's not to say, oh, don't love yourself. You love yourself. You're, whatever.
agree, yo,
in
love
any
yourself.
aspect, but you have to know it's not healthy, and you could be healthier.
The thing is
You know what I mean?
people don't want to look at themselves from the external lens and say, yo, this is what I'm doing isn't right. I'm cool with it, but what I'm doing isn't right. I shouldn't push this to other people.
Yeah.
But they want other people to deal with what they're doing, to rationalize what they're doing to themselves. So I was like, nah, I'm not taking that approach. I'm gonna say the shit that other people won't say.
Okay, and when you're saying this, were people agreeing with you right off the bat,
Yes,
or
bro.
disagreeing
bro.
right off the bat?
Dude, my account had 700K in 2 months.
And it's all people just like, oh yeah.
People
this,
were like,
this.
bro, we love what you're saying. Like, finally somebody's saying it. Like, bro, I got OD respect from the people in the community, the fitness community,
Yeah.
because they were like,
No one else is saying
nobody
this.
else is saying this. I'm happy that he's saying it.
Yeah.
I gained a lot of traction from it.
All right,
the
and
problem
is it one of those
is-
things that they, oh, this is working, let me keep doing it.
Yeah. The problem is, bro, I was getting so I would post 5 TikToks a day.
Yeah.
If the one I posted at 10 o'clock at night, I didn't wake up and had 500,000 views, I did something wrong.
Yeah, damn.
But that's the
you
other
were getting
problem.
a lot of traction. That's good engagement.
That's the problem, though. I started to associate my worth with numbers.
Uh-huh.
I don't give a fuck about numbers anymore. And I
Neither do I. I'm
stopped.
the same way, yeah.
I stopped a couple months after that account got banned because it reset the way I was thinking about things. Like, I used to get a high off numbers. I used to get a high off of views. I used to get a high off of followers.
Which is normal
per
at
day.
first. Definitely. I was the same way.
But then you realize, like, yo, the number next to your name doesn't mean shit. Like, it's how you're actually impacting these people's lives that actually makes a difference.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, you can have a lot of numbers next to your name, but, like, if you're not helping anyone, what's the point of posting the content?
Yeah.
You lose the initial reason why you started.
Uh-huh.
So I started initially to help people because I was in that situation and I didn't have anybody to tell me,
Yeah.
bro, put the fork down.
Yeah.
I didn't have anybody to tell me, bro, you look like shit. You used to look sick. You had a future ahead of you, and now you're letting yourself go just because you're depressed.
Yeah.
Stop that shit.
Yeah.
I didn't have anyone to do that. So I needed
So you
somebody
were
to
that-
do it. I wish I had somebody to do it. I wish I had an older brother to push me. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna be these kids' older
Are
brother.
you the oldest?
Yeah, I'm the oldest
Okay.
brother.
Okay, so then when you first started getting that backlash of people like, what the fuck is this?
It was one video.
Just one video.
It was one video.
So you only got one video to get hate.
One video.
Did
got
that
hit.
video have a lot of
How
views?
bad
Did it get a
was
lot
it,
of
bro?
traction?
Bro, it had like 13 million views in
Oh
like 4
shit,
hours.
that's viral. 4
Bro,
hours.
Yes, bro, it was insane.
What were the comments?
I was watching it refresh. The first like 4 million views were like, bro, we love what you're saying. Like, there was no hate.
What was the video
Uh-huh.
about?
It was just saying it's not okay to be 600 pounds. Like, I was listing the side effects of being overweight.
Do you have that video still?
I could probably find it. It was on the news.
Watch that. Oh really?
on the
Yeah,
news.
it was on the news. It was in the Canadian newspaper. It was all over the
Shit,
place.
that
bro.
went
That shit
viral.
went mega
Can we try to
viral.
find it, Mark?
How did a TikTok make it to the news?
Look up Marco's.
It was Jack the Italian.
Oh,
If you look
okay.
up like Jack the Italian, we'll look it up after and like insert the clip because I don't know if I want to sit through and watch it. It's like really cringe.
Is it? I want to watch it.
Nah, pull
Fuck
it
this
up.
guy.
Yeah, pull it up for sure.
Jack the
Jack
Italian.
Italian.
Canadian news.
No way.
Weight loss TikToker.
You pulled it up that
Wait, what
fast?
does it say? What's the top say, Mark?
It says
Weight loss
loss.
TikToker.
TikToker's message to critics goes viral. Say no to the abuse. TikTok star goes by the moniker Gates Way.
Oh no, that's not mine.
Oh wow, I was like, damn, that's quick.
damn.
No. But it was at a Canadian news station.
If he finds it, just
I
let
can
me
send
know.
you the link after.
Okay. So then.
But
So
but
from
yeah.
4 million, 4 million views.
What was the date?
Bro, like fucking February 2021.
Okay.
So
But,
so first 4 million is all positive, and the next fucking.
But
what
the
math
next
is that?
10 million
9
was
million
just
or-
straight hate. Everybody was master because what happens
You know
is,
why?
bro,
You hit the wrong side of
I
TikTok.
hit the wrong side of TikTok,
Yeah.
bro.
Hit the
I went
wrong
on the
side
fitness
of
side of
TikTok.
TikTok, and then I went on to the I wear dog collars side of TikTok.
Yeah, that's the right side of TikTok. You don't want to
That's the
hit.
side of TikTok you never
You
want
got-
to be
yeah,
on,
that shit
bro.
went viral on that
Yeah.
side of TikTok.
Yeah, but this is the problem. So people were stitching my videos, giving me OD hate, bro.
What were they saying? Just you fucking asshole. Don't tell
Bro,
people how
it
to live
was
their
even
life.
worse. I was getting death threats. I was getting people telling me they wanted to kill me in front of my parents.
Yeah.
My girlfriend was
That's
getting
so
fucking
wild.
hate. Like, bro,
Yeah.
they were scrolling through hundreds of fucking days worth of fucking IG posts.
Because but people that also have nothing to do with their lives, they want to do nothing but tear someone
Yeah,
down.
and
That's
well,
what
so
they're
that's the
doing.
thing. People wish
Yeah.
they're in the position you're in.
Yeah.
They look at your body, they look at you the way you are, they look at these things, they look at your mentality, and they're like, I can't be that, so fuck that dude, kind of shit.
How'd you deal with the hate?
I don't really give a fuck.
Okay, I'm the same way. Like
I've
I
never
got
given
so
a
much
fuck.
shit for a while. I'm sure you guys seen it.
Yeah.
Whatever. And I didn't give a fuck.
No, how long did it take for your account to get taken down after the video?
A month.
A month?
Because it was
month
just
after that
every video I posted was getting taken down.
After that.
Every
Oh,
video.
that sucks. It's that
Companies I
TikTok
work
just
for-
responding. It's just they're just
Bro.
reporting it. Like you said, no, all the people that are saying all that
Yeah.
shit. When you see in person, they're not gonna say that shit to you.
No,
They don't-
yeah.
they
No,
don't give a
nobody
fuck.
say that in
You know
person.
what? It's actually the opposite. When if you ever respond
my
to a hater
God.
Oh,
with,
they're
with,
always
with
like, oh my god, I didn't know you were gonna respond. I actually love your content.
Bro, that shit happens
How
all
is
the
you
time.
telling me to kill
Every
myself?
single
You loving my
Every
content?
single
Oh, it
time.
was a joke.
Seriously,
It was
they
a
will
joke. You
say
told me
some-
to stand in front of a bus.
Nah.
Like-
Funny shit though. I do like so I have this page on Instagram. It's called Jack the Italian, like the actual like my Finsta.
Yeah.
I have my real Instagram and then like my Finsta. And I'll tell
follow
people
them down below. We'll link them.
I'll tell people to like fat shame me so
Uh-huh.
I stop eating so much.
Yeah.
And I'll tell people to make fun of me and I actually like it. So like when people message me, I respond. Because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like they're like, bro, you fat piece of shit. Stop eating the fucking
But you tell them to
sushi."
do that because like it's fun
Yeah,
for
yeah,
you.
yeah. Because I'll post food on my story and they'll be
Yeah.
like, bro, stop eating that shit,
Yeah.
you fucking fat shit. 'Cause,
Did you,
like,
I wish they
it's
told you
funny, I
that
fuck
last
with
night.
it.
You should see how much fucking food this guy ate.
Yo,
Guy had so much
a garbage
sushi,
disposal.
cookies, ice
I'm
cream.
a garbage disposal.
But okay, so hate doesn't bother you.
Not really. No.
Harry?
It did in the beginning.
If I'm gonna be honest, I feel like hate gets to you.
Honestly, true.
you're such a nice fucking guy
Okay,
that
so
I feel like it
honest to
hurts.
God, and I hope this isn't a trigger for anyone out there. Like if I have received hate, I've never seen it.
Oh shit.
I literally.
I was
Because who
gonna
would
say-
hate on you? Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
was
saying.
gonna say
I
I
feel
don't
like
think
you're a
Harry's
hard
like
person to
received
hate on.
hate.
to be clear, like I'm not on the same level as these guys are, so like I don't have that big a fan base. But like people don't, at least to my face. Like I've heard people say things about me behind my back about whatever other shit, but like
That's
no one's ever
crazy.
said anything to me, and no one's ever left comments
Yeah.
for me. Like it's just I've never.
You're a
that's never
very hard
happened.
person to
Yeah.
hate on.
I'm gonna start leaving fake natty comments on all his Instagrams. I'd be like, fucking fake
I don't know.
natty.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
just
But hate never got to me because my thing is I never responded to one because I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks. I have so many goals, so much shit I want to do. I'm not gonna
Okay.
waste my time thinking about it. And then two, it's like you don't know me. I don't give a fuck
Yeah.
what you tell me.
That's the biggest
You know
thing.
what I mean?
That's the biggest thing. If okay, like if there's been one or two situations, but the thing is, like, I'm so secure and I'm so confident in
Yeah,
what I'm doing and the
exactly.
type of person that I am. You saying that makes me just know you have no idea.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
Yeah,
And so
no
why
idea.
the hell would I give my
Yeah.
attention and energy to someone like that? Like, and so if you're, let's say you're full of shit. Let's say you actually are a piece of shit and
Uh-huh.
like. And someone hates on you because some of that is true. That's why you get a little upset. 'Cause you're
Yeah,
like, ooh, how
yeah,
do they know? Or
I
like, I
agree.
hate that they know that. But like, because I know I'm not like that, it's water out. Like,
Yeah.
there's
That and also I mean I'm sure we could all agree we're on the same page. I'm sure everyone in this room we're so fucking busy doing everything else.
Yeah.
Like, I have
Bro,
no
it's
time
insane.
to waste
exactly
on you. And I'm not gonna say that not every once in a while I see a comment.
No,
and I'd
sometimes
be
we
like,
just send
"Ah,
pictures.
that hurt. You know what I mean?
But
Who I do the same
we-
shit.
We'll send
People will
pictures
send
of us
hate
in
and
the
I'll send
car.
them a picture of me with my middle finger.
No, literally, people will be like, "Oh, you fucking ugly piece of shit." Blah,
And
blah.
then he's
I
like,
say-
yo, everybody say cheese.
Everyone say cheese, and I'm sending back, and they're like, "Oh my god, you responded! I love all you guys." I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah,
I
honestly.
usually send funny pictures back.
Have
Yeah.
you ever had like a real like a long extended or phone conversation with someone like that? Like I would love to sit down with someone who left a
Yeah.
stand
You
in
send
front of a
voice
bus
memos
comment.
I send voice memos. Yeah, I'm like, damn, I don't know what you're going on, what's happening with you today, but that seemed like you're from a really dark
Yeah.
place. So whatever is happening in your life,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But anyways,
Bro.
code Isaiah for any.
Crazy.
that's
That'd be crazy.
And
genius.
it hurts them even more. They're like, God damn it,
Yeah.
this fucking asshole.
No, that's genius.
Fuck this nice
I don't,
dude.
I don't
I
remember.
use your code though, so shout me
Yeah,
out.
exactly. I don't remember what book I was reading, but they said the same thing. Like, let's say you walk into like a coffee shop or something, and the person that's working there is just being total asshole. Like, you gotta understand that's not about you. That's about something going on in their life.
Yeah.
So like you saying
True.
that, saying like, yo, I don't know what's going on in your life. Like, you say that, they're like, man, something is going on in my life,
Yeah.
and this is me doing like some
Yeah.
external shit like that, dude. That's
Yeah.
like that's the
So,
knife
so
in the
moral of the
chest.
story is, guys, if you're getting hate, fucking don't give a don't,
It's not
don't
about
care.
you.
It's not
It's
about
not
you.
about
That-
you.
That is the lesson of like to not dismiss or like because for most people this can be just become and also it doesn't benefit you. For me, it's a persona thing. It's like I make it into entertainment.
Yeah.
Right. For you as a manager, it doesn't benefit you to like engage with these people because it can be mistaken for like me being angry. But it's like I have some sort of emotion going on. It ain't anger. It ain't like all these things that you say.
I feel
entertainment.
like it's enjoyment.
Yeah.
Right, it's like a video game to me.
I like that.
Honestly,
I can tell
watch
you
me
genuinely
do it.
love
See
it.
that I'm serious, but it's like,
Yeah.
it's more like I was focused on.
And there's where I would say like if
Bro,
it's
this shit's
giving
good. I'm
you
fucked
if it's
up.
giving
Yeah,
you
you drunk?
I'm drunk.
positive energy,
This shit's
if it's
good.
giving you entertainment or something, then like
Bro.
great.
I got a 5-hour drive.
I wish I was drinking.
It's also I do see it as practice because I can do it so quickly now. Like you don't start out that way, or you don't know. But it's like I can I wake
Yeah.
up in peace sometimes. And I'm like, and then go back to sleep. And it stresses me out.
And then go back to sleep.
Bro.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sometimes when it's a bunch at once, like, because sometimes things will happen, like drama, like at a certain segment of the internet, it's like, oh, I get 100 people. Then it's like, it feels a little overwhelming. One-on-one, like.
You're in for a long night.
So drop his Instagram and then everyone leave a DM and try to challenge him. If you think you're smarter than him,
That's
challenge
so
him.
funny. No,
Bro, you're gonna be going through that
Not
shit for
arguing about
weeks.
politics. You're trying to convince me that I'm a bad person. I've already won
That's
that
insane.
argument because I know I'm not.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
No,
Yeah.
That's actually a really good way. Like when you're such a secure person, you know something
That's it.
so hard about yourself, or like you believe it. Who gives a fuck?
Like, have you received any hate?
I was gonna actually
Because you're also really fucking dude. Honestly, like,
Yeah, you're a
I-
nice
not-
ass dude.
Yeah, like I've talked to people in Houston that said like I haven't like I don't know these guys, but I just know that you're a good good fucking guy.
Did they say that about
People-
me or just them?
No,
I get the
They
opposite
just said about
sometimes.
Christian.
They just
Like,
said about Christian.
a lot of
Yeah.
people just think I'm like a dick.
That's because you're so. Just
Just
because
because
so
I'm very
tired.
quiet and
introverted?
I like I won't go out of my way to talk to anybody.
Yeah.
But that's just me because I'm an introvert. I don't like.
Resting bitch.
I don't like if someone comes up to me, I'll be like I'll
Yeah.
talk, but like I won't ever try to go up to.
He's very
anybody.
selective in who he opens up to and who he talks
Yeah.
to. And we're the
Just 'cause-
complete opposite.
Yeah, just because like I take like just because of who I am, like I take very long to just observe. Like he can like be talking to you guys. I won't say a word just because I'm listening.
Yeah.
But I won't say anything because I want to listen and I want to understand who you guys are before I even
Word.
say anything.
Yeah.
And
See,
that's
but
just
that's
me.
the thing that I'm very like I'm an extrovert. Is that
Yeah.
what-
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
an extrovert, right? But that doesn't mean I trust. I'm very selective
Yeah.
who I talk. Like
Yeah.
I don't talk to you all day long. You know what I mean? Because I love conversation. I love learning from people.
Mhm.
But I'm very selective who I consider
Yeah.
in my circle and who I'm
Yeah.
like who I'll ride for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You guys are
So
in that circle.
it definitely-
You guys have made it.
It definitely does take. It takes like usually like it takes me like a week or two just to say anything, unless
Yeah.
I'm said or like I'm.
But
talked
that's
to.
why you can come off as an asshole
Yeah,
sometimes. 'Cause
that's
I-
what, like a lot of people at Zoo, like a lot of like my close friends that I made that like work there. Like I didn't talk to like we would go there every day, and I wouldn't talk to anybody for like the first month I was there.
Yeah.
But then as soon as I start opening up, and then like I'm like okay, like I can trust these people. Like I've observed, and I could like
Yeah.
I want to talk now because I'm like I won't waste my time talking to someone I'm not going to keep talking to.
Yeah.
That's just how I
That's
am.
true. Do you guys find it hard to trust people or to talk to people? Or in Alpha Land at Houston? Are you guys very knitted and like
No,
knit
honestly,
group?
he's really good. He's really good. When people come up to him, like even if you're having a bad day, even if like we're talking about shit that's making you upset, if someone
Oh.
comes up to you in the middle of that, it's like
I
instantly.
realized
Yeah.
about you.
Instantly,
Wait.
you're
Say
like-
that
That
again?
you're
I
very-
was lost.
That whenever like even if he's stressed about something, if someone comes up to him, he's very good with just like hey
Turn it
like
off.
like hey how are you?
Yeah.
Well, okay. So there's two ways that I usually think about that. When the one question of like being open to people and trusting people is two completely different things.
Yeah.
Whenever somebody comes up to me and they're either a fan or they don't even have to be a fan, they could just be someone who wants to talk, I'm always down.
Mm-hmm.
Because the thing is like what I've understood is if I can be like, bro, I had someone come up to me today in the gym
Yeah.
and he said, yo, I've been watching you since you worked out in your garage,
Yeah.
which is like this gutted house that I have
Yeah.
in New Jersey. When quarantine started, I spent $2,000 on workout equipment. And originally I was gonna resell some of it, but I didn't. I just kept it all.
That's how we were. Garage.
But I was gonna.
Dungeon.
I worked out there all quarantine for like 6 months in New Jersey. It was
absolutely.
super liberal. Everything shut down. Bro, I was wearing 3 masks, going to the grocery store with 5 pairs of gloves.
Trust me, yeah.
Fucking scrubbing my
Jersey was
body
so
with
fucking
Lysol
bad.
wipes. Fuck that shit. Bro, COVID's not even real. But besides the point. But besides the point. Like, when somebody meets me for the first time, I want their experience to be genuine.
Yeah.
And just
you have to
because
remember, these
I'm
people
in a
look up
bad
to
mood,
you. You
and
know
that's
what
the
I
other
mean?
thing.
Yeah.
It's like,
and you wouldn't be where you are without these people.
yeah, bro, I answer. If you look at my YouTube comments for the first 24 hours, I tried my best to answer every single comment. If you look at my actual Instagram, even my Finsta, both, I answer all the comments for as long as I can.
That's super important to do. And when I
Bro,
first started off, I
love
made
it.
sure I was on it.
Because I love being able to give back or just talk and understand. Like, if somebody can take the 30 seconds to comment on mine, I can take the 30 seconds to respond.
Yeah.
And I always want their interaction with me to be genuine and something memorable. Like, if they come up to me and they want to say hi or they want to take a picture, I could be in the middle of my workout, but like, am I going to lose my pump in 20 seconds? Nah.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's grab a pic. Or if they want to have a longer conversation, I usually say, yo, let me finish my workout.
Yeah.
I'll be back. If you're going to be here in like 40 minutes when I'm done, let's talk.
100%. Because I 100% agree. Some people just need to know there's a way to go about, doing
absolutely.
it.
I
Some
agree.
people can come off as like, maybe they don't know, but you have to, like, some people just do it really bad.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what I mean?
no, I agree. There's definitely some people that I'm
Yeah.
like, bro,
Like,
this is a really bad time. Like,
No,
I'll be
well,
mid-set.
No, that literally just happened the other day.
literally
The other day,
mid-set,
he had his hands on a pull down machine, and some dude goes up to him, like hits him, and then like goes for a dap, and his hands are on the
Yeah,
machine.
they're very rude
and,
about
no,
it. That's
and that
when I
way,
get a
and
little
that
bit
way,
like-
and that way, you were like, "Yo, man, like let me just hit this set," and then like the dude walked away and like never came back. But it was like, bro, you got to have a little bit of
Yeah, I mean,
awareness.
I
Because you'll still be nice, like, all right, hold on.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
if they're
yeah.
still weird about it, then it's like, bro.
I literally said,
I'm in
yo,
the
just let me
workout.
finish this out. I would have talked to him the exact
Yeah.
same way I would have talked to anybody else.
Yeah.
Whether it was disrespectful or not to
Yeah.
like mid-set.
Okay.
But the other thing is also, like, you got to understand, these people are excited to see you.
Yeah.
Like, it's the same way you'd be excited if fucking Kodak Black sat down on your couch.
I would.
Yeah.
You'd be like, I love
I wouldn't.
Kodak.
I
If
love Kodak.
it was
If it was
I'd be
6'9",
like, I'd be like, oh, a 6'9" I fucking love 6'9".
Yeah, I love his music.
I love 6'9". So I'd be like, yo, like, oh shit, it's 6'9".
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, like, you gotta understand these people are excited to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Alright,
like,
so circle that
sometimes
back.
they can't control themselves when it comes
Yeah.
to excitement.
So then
But
circle that back to, you said there's a difference between being open
Yeah.
and then being.
so I
Just-
always want someone to have a genuine interaction with me, and I always want it to be memorable in a positive way.
Yeah.
Because they've changed my life and allowed me to do something I've dreamed of for years.
Yeah.
And a process I've tried forever. Like, bro, it took me 3 to 4 years to actually gain traction when it came to creating
Bro,
content for
I know
fitness.
people think it happens like that, but I've been doing the same thing.
But the problem is
haven't,
like
like,
people
4 years,
only
3 years.
see the last year.
Yeah.
They don't see the 3 to 4 years that came into that.
Mhm.
They don't see me working out for 3 years before I started.
Yeah.
Before I started to pick up traction
Yeah.
for 4 years.
Yeah.
Before I picked up
They didn't see
traction.
you fucking flipping all those shoes and you're
Exactly.
fucking, you know what I mean?
So they don't see
Go to
the
culinary
process
school
behind
doing
it. They
all that
only
shit.
see the point of when it started to where you are now, the exponential growth.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But that shit, it's a very slow slope until one person is lucky enough for it to pop off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 in a million, bro.
Yeah.
Slow, pop off.
Uh-huh.
Slow, pop off.
And then
So I always
rarely
wanted
you have
to
the
be-
people that just pop. But that's, you guys
and
have
then
to
it's
put the
really
groundwork.
rare to have the pop and then the actual continuation
Yeah.
of a pop.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So for me, I always want that to be a genuine interaction
Yeah.
because I like to consider myself a genuine person.
You are.
Yeah.
If you meet me, I'm the same exact way I am on camera as I am off camera.
Yeah.
That's what I
Sometimes I'm even
realized about
worse.
you.
No, that's what I did realize too. But I think, I mean, maybe based on your old content. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
I've definitely
when 'cause
matured
I've seen,
from
I've
that
seen
old
your, I've
content.
seen your stuff before we actually met.
Yeah.
Maybe like a year or whatever ago.
That shit was wild,
And
not gonna
watching
lie.
and watching that, I'm not gonna lie. I looked at it and I was like, oh, look at this fucking
Yeah.
same influencer.
I
Oh,
was
what's
a
up, you
douchebag.
fucking assholes? Like, yeah,
Yeah.
put
But
the
that's the
fucking
thing.
fork down. But it's completely different,
Yeah.
You realize when you do that in the beginning, that's how you gain traction, though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah.
So that's what I thought. I was like, okay, I gotta gain traction for this
And it was
way, and I
working.
transition, and it
Yeah.
worked. So
No,
I
but-
did it.
Bro, even since November, like you
Yeah.
you've matured a lot because you
Moving
as-
out on your own definitely changes things.
Oh, it
Being
definitely does.
100% self-sufficient,
And especially
like,
you're only 20. I mean, we're all young, but you're 22. I mean,
Yeah.
you're making good money.
yeah, I mean, I just turned
you-
22 a few months
you make
ago.
great money, and you can tell you're very mature.
Mhm.
For
It's definitely changed over the past year of my life. I've went from someone who was still not grown up to someone who definitely carries himself a little bit different.
still had definitely. I mean, speaking of myself, we still have a lot to learn, but I feel
Yeah.
like
Oh, 100%. I have so much more to learn.
Yeah. But yes, and then
But-
so
Yeah, and then the difference is of trusting
Yeah.
people. I keep the people that I trust very small.
yeah.
In high
Yeah.
school, I had a best friend for like 13 years. I was dating this girl just because I wanted to lose my virginity. I wanted to fucking get all that shit over with.
Mhm.
Like, whatever happened, we started dating. We dated for like a month. She hooked up with my best friend in a bathroom at a party that I literally said, like, we had gotten to an argument. He was at my house like 2 hours earlier.
Yeah.
Oh
And
my God.
I was like, yo, bro, I don't even like her. Like, I'm only with her for this reason. Like, I'm probably gonna break up with her soon, like whatever. And he went to this party after I said to her, I was like, yo, I'm gonna stay home. You go to this party, like I just really don't want to see you. I don't want to get involved in this drama shit. Like you go to the party, I don't really care. Like, and then he went and told her that like I was hanging out with this girl.
Yeah.
Which I was, but we were just friends. Like I had not hooked up with this girl. I could put it on my life. I did nothing with this girl. We were just friends. I was there for like 2 hours. He had my location, bro. We were best friends. We grew up together. He shows her my location, whatever. They hook up in the bathroom. My other two best friends from when I was a little ass kid. So they're banging on the door, bro. What the fuck? And from that moment on, I realized no matter how somebody is to you, there's always they could be somewhere else. They could be someone else. You really got to see through who that person is and take it at a difference.
Yeah, I mean that hurts to think about because I know there's situations like that.
Bro, I wasn't even mad at her. I wasn't mad at her at all. I was crushed by the fact that it was him. And he left the next day to go to another country or another state for like a 3-week vacation.
I don't think you could use that with everyone though, because I genuinely believe that like my best friends are my best friends and they will have my back. No,
but what I'm saying is you, bro, facts.
You know what I mean?
And I agree. But what I'm saying is you always got to keep in mind that until you really know somebody, and even though you really think you do know them, like you gotta you gotta really sit back and analyze the actions of this person, because there were red flags from the jump.
So you still take that with you to this day?
Yeah, 100%.
When you're
that's exactly how.
And I look at it of like, is this because the other thing is also like, bro, I'm a young kid, and my content is very like, I say what I want, I act how I want, I do what I want. And if people fuck with it, they fuck with it and they watch it. If they don't fuck with it, bro, it takes 4 seconds to scroll. Yeah. Some people leave hate comments. Some people DM me, oh, I want to kill you, whatever bullshit. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? But like some people see it and they're like, oh, whatever, I'm just keep scrolling. But the people who really engage in it, they fuck with it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna keep making what I make because some people do really like it and they gain value from it.
And that's the important thing to think about real quick, because we're talking about don't associate your stuff with a number.
Yeah.
I would rather have 100,000, 10,000 people that fuck with my shit that they love me.
I say this all the time.
Rather than 10 million that don't give a fuck.
I agree with that 100%. I'd rather have 1,000 people that I genuinely impact to make a difference for than 1 million people that don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because at the same time, you're really making a difference in those people's lives compared to not making a difference at all and just having a number.
Yeah.
So I'm really particular with who I keep around because I am a young kid. I am making good money. I am creating a lot of things. I am traveling a lot. I'm doing a lot of things.
Yeah, we're blessed to be in the position we are.
Bro, it's I try to give back every way that I can. I do giveaways every single YouTube video I get with $150. And
it's motivating to hear because I see, I do, well, whatever, we're okay, but I see how successful you are, and that motivates me to keep fucking pushing. See how passionate you are about it. It motivates me, like seeing him, how genuine he is to all these people motivates me to be a genuine person. That's the difference between a genuine person. Yeah,
that's the difference between a genuine person and someone who just looks to what can I get from this person. Yeah, and that's why I love Harry so much because, bro, literally, the first thing that Harry really did for me was introduce me to one of his friends, LT, who's my videographer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The first thing Harry ever actually did for me was, yo, I heard you need a videographer. My friend Joe moved here from New York. He was supposed to work with this guy. Things didn't work out. Why don't you guys film a video one day? Bro, I've been working with LT for the last 5 months.
And now you guys are like really good friends. So
bro,
really
exactly.
But you know why that was so easy? Because it was literally the easiest thing for me in the world to do because Joe is right with me, and I know that Joe is really fucking good at what he does. Yeah. And I know that Marco is really fucking good at what he does. Yeah. So it's like it costs me nothing to introduce these two guys who are extremely talented to make something together.
It's all about fucking building a fucking team. Or like when you have a team of hard ass working motherfuckers, I would take 5 people that work their dicks off all day long than fucking 20 that judge lazy.
For sure.
And I agree. I mean? You're the sum of the people you surround yourself with. And bro,
I just want to build an empire.
The thing about Harry is like, bro, if I come to him with a problem, bro, I'm 20. I just turned 22.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, I'm dealing with immature shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm dealing with shit young kids deal with. I'm dealing with shit that a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people, they can't put themselves in my shoes because they don't understand the situation that we're in.
We live I was literally talking to him earlier. Like, we live such a completely different life compared to other people.
Bro, my friends hit me up for money. They're like the kids I went to college with. They hit me up to pay their phone bill, and I'm like, bro, I haven't talked to you in a year and a half, and now you're hitting me up to pay your bills.
So here's the thing that I find so interesting, and I actually want to pose this question to you guys too. Is like, especially the young guys, young creators, not guys specifically, but young creators who are in their like late teens, early 20s, they start coming into all this money, and then the first thing that happens is they have to leave where they're from because their friends and family don't understand. And what they get brought into is this environment where you have adults owners of businesses, whatever, who see that and they want to take advantage of them. So the first interaction they have with people who say that they care are people that want to make money off of you.
Yeah.
And so it's so hard to tell which of those actually
Is
care
genuine
and which just see that as a money grab. So I want to know, especially when you start coming into this, it's hard. Like that's why you have your guard up, because everyone you meet, the first thing you have to think is there's a 90% chance that this person just wants something from me.
Exactly.
And 90% of the time that is what they want. So it's so hard for them to be like, yeah, come on in, let me share with you how I feel about these things. Let's, you know what I'm saying?
I think it's important to in that case to like be open to it, but have that thought in your head, like what are they trying to get?
I think,
which is
100%. I think
does
a lot of the time it's also about observing, just understanding your situation and like what you're doing.
I agree.
And also, I think for me at least, it's very easy to tell when a person just wants something and it's not really about the genuine relationship, because no matter how hard a person tries to hide it, it's gonna come out
Eventually,
100%.
in one way or another.
And
it's
someone
gonna
could be
come out
very good at hiding it for a long time.
But that's the thing. Like, I think I was very good. I think I was very good at observing from when we first came to LA, and like me and Zay had come to like, just understand things differently from when we first got there to now, and I think I was very good at that because I would talk to Isaiah a lot. So I'd be like, oh, like, maybe we shouldn't do this. Maybe we shouldn't be around this person. Watch about this because this happened. But like, and Isaiah was very, very adamant about like, just, like trying to see the best in people. And eventually things come out.
Because I agree 100% with what you're saying, but also I think it's important to not overthink and overanalyze so that you can get on your own head. And then think things that actually aren't happening.
Yeah.
Both of you have a great point, which is a lot of things that Harry says to me. He says, yo, give somebody a chance, but at the same time, like Harry, bro, I respect Harry a lot. Thanks, he's older than me, and he helps me out with a lot of things that a lot of people, number one, can't understand and can't sympathize with because they don't understand the position I'm in, especially at this age. If I ever have a question or I ever have a problem, I ever have something that's really fucking with my head, like, for example, there's this thing, I had no idea what it was called. It's called imposter syndrome. You don't feel like you deserve what you're getting. Like, I don't feel like I'm doing enough. Do I answer every comment? Yeah. Do I give away a video? Do I give away $150 every video? I give away my ad revenue. From every YouTube video, I give away the first 24 hours of ad revenue. I give it away. Still feel like I'm not doing enough. And Harry's always there reminding me. He's like, no, bro, you got to remind yourself you worked hard for this. The people don't see the process. You forget the process that came into this.
And it's so hard being, especially like the main content creators, like you're the main content creator, I'm the main content creator. It's so important to have people like that around you because I have the same, like, he'll tell me, Noel will tell me, or like my parents will be like, yo, like, look, because I always feel like I'm not doing enough. I always feel like I need to do more. And they'll be like, yo, just look where you're at. And then once you take a second back, you're like, yo, it is true, whatever.
But if you look earlier when I was calling out that dude, Harry was like, yo, reel it back in. Don't say something you're going to regret saying. You know what I mean? And it's important to have somebody like that. Everybody needs a Harry. That's a fact. Everyone needs a Harry.
Everyone needs a Just Christian.
There you
go. But, all right, let's wrap it up because this actually became a really long pod, but I think
I'm sorry, guys.
No, I thought it was a great
have
conversation.
Have fun doing cardio, yo. Get on the Stairmaster.
yeah, guys, fucking. If you have an hour and 30 minutes of cardio, this would be the perfect thing to listen to. No, but
if you're on prep, like I say,
if you're on prep and you hate your life,
let's wrap it up with anything you guys are working on currently. Any new projects? Anything coming out soon that you guys want to share?
Oh, you have a fucking big announcement.
So Anaka Power, like I was saying earlier about just really finding ways to give back and like putting on the next generation and things like that. Charlie, one of the owners of Anaka Power, he allowed me to design my own clothing line for Anaka. It's called the Jack the Italian collab. It's coming out in June, so I'm really excited for that.
Nice.
And he's also, I recently signed with Anaka Power Sups, which is Anaka Power Supplements. There's their new supplement line. It's launching. This probably podcast won't be up by then, but May 14th. And I'm getting my own. I get to design my own formula, which Harry helped me with the first batch. And flavor profile and everything, I get to design my own. My face is going to be on the container.
Yeah, that's sick.
It's going to be sick.
That's big. That's a big thing.
So that's some things. And then also,
Harry, what about you?
Harry's an interesting guy.
Anything you're working on that you want people to know? Final words to everyone?
Yeah, no, I don't. People ask all the time like what I have going on and stuff. There's so many different things. So like I don't have anything very specific. That I'm. No,
Would you have any advice for anybody watching?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, honestly, like the last thing I would say is, well, first of all, I want to say thank you guys for having us on. Truly, like, I know to you guys, it's probably no big deal. It's like, oh, they're in town, let's run this, but like that genuinely means so much because you've only done 3 of these, and
Yeah,
we're your
this is
third
episode
guest.
number 3.
So truly,
No, I
like,
love it.
we
That's
do-
number 3.
we're
Glad,
really
you guys,
grateful.
glad we got to do this
Yeah.
because I know you guys are busy fucking. You guys are here for a day.
Yeah,
2
no,
days.
and we love spending time with you guys.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's really what my advice would be, is just like, no matter where you are, like, be grateful for what you have and who you have around you, and always give to people without expecting anything in return. And I promise you, things will work out. Work your ass off, but don't expect anything from what you're doing. And I promise you, you will get those things. I don't know if
Wise
that makes
words.
sense. That's it.
Yeah, that's it, right?
Marco, any
Marco's
last
lit
words?
right now.
Yo, I'm fucked up.
He is. All right,
I'm
guys.
not gonna lie. Isaiah poured me a fat one
I
of
did.
Tiger Thick.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. Yeah, make sure you guys follow Harry and Marco. We'll link all their stuff down below. We appreciate you guys coming
Thank
on.
you.
Thank you guys for having
Real
us.
Hella Mark Harley, guys. Do not fucking get in
Thank you,
an
bro.
argument with him online. He's gonna win.
Or try.
Or dude, it makes his day. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, everyone. Subscribe to the channel.
And leave a comment if you like feet.
Leave a comment.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Comment
fuck,
any
bro.
other guests you want to see. Anything you want us to talk about.
Feet.
And,
We'll,
final words?
we'll see
No?
you in episode 4.
We'll see you guys
Yeah.
episode 4. Keep being great. Be a fucking animal.
Let's go.
Peace.